Hey, it's Chris from Liege Games. It is springtime. We are in Japan. The Kabuto Mushi have returned, and it is time for the annual biggest event of the year, the Sumo Tournament. Here you are going up against your competitors, trying to be the last one standing. Latest Kickstarter campaign that's caught my eye that I think you should know about. Let's talk about, is it worth it? So this is Kabuto Sumo, the board game. You are a beetle in Japan that has come back for the annual sumo tournament. You are a Kabuto Mushi, which is a Japanese term for helmet bug. And you are there to win the tournament against your foes. Kickstarter is great from this side of things. Consistently never fails or ceases to surprise me when a game like this comes out of nowhere, and there seem to be almost 1 to 2 a month right now that engage me in this way that I just love, that just catch my attention, that absolutely seem to fit me as a person and what I like to play. This campaign fits that to a T. This is by the guys who did Board Game Tables, and so you'll see a lot of their other products and a lot of their other games down at the bottom, and you can do all as add-ons, but let's focus first and foremost on this game itself. It is a dexterity game where you are pushing wood pieces off of the other side. Sounds simple, right? Yeah, it is. At the same time, there's enough in it that I think it's really going to be fun. It reminds me a lot of one of the other games that's out of print that I have a copy of that I got through Board Game Geek called Push Fight. And it's very eerily similar in the sense that you're trying to push off at the other end, but there are variants that allow you to have a little bit more strategic gameplay than just a straight up, fist fight forward in that sense. You can see that it's already 4 times its funding goal. It's not a very big funding goal, but you've got 1,000 people, which also says something because these are not high pledge levels, as we'll talk about in a minute. The base pledge, as you can see, is $29. I think the additional expansion is a little bit more, but let's step into the ring. Let's take a look. You can see I'm backing it. I'm going to put it right out there. I think this is not going to be a bury the lead sort of video. I think this is worth it to answer the question right there. Your expansion is going to be another $15, and you're getting the Insect All-Star expansion on top of what comes with the base game. You are getting a total of 8 non-beetle insects that have special powers and unique abilities and allow you to push things off in a different way to defeat your foes. And it is everything it seems. You are literally just pushing wooden discs in any direction you want, taking the discs that you push off into your collection to use again in the future to push other discs off. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to get those colored discs, as you can see in the picture here, the teal, the reddish pink, and the purple. You're trying to get those to the edge so that they fall off like this yellow one did down here. So that is what you're trying to do. This is not a complicated game in that sense. It's only going to run you 15 to 20 minutes per game, so that's great too. So it's a nice filler, it's a nice game to play with the kids, but it's also got a little strategy, so it takes the step up, sort of like if you've ever actually played Animal Upon Animal with the actual rules as opposed to the way me and my kids play it. There is some actual strategy and take that going on in this game, just like there is in that one. And so they talk about it. This is the World Insect Wrestling Championship, and you are contending for your supremacy. And you get the top-notch components. You are getting wooden all around, and I think it shows that this is worth it from that side of things. You can see the breakdown. You're getting 6 to 8 wrestlers. They say depending on the stretch goals, you're getting an additional, signature pieces more in the expansion. You're getting your money's worth when it comes to it from a wooden standpoint with the quality that this game is. It's not going to come with a ton of components, but what it lacks in quantity, it's making up for in quality. And you can see that each of these insects comes with their own unique modifying push wooden piece, if you will. And how they use it and in what way it interacts depends on the insect itself. So you have to know what you're doing in that sense. Now, how do you play? You can play 2-player, 3-player, 4-player. You can play teams. It's basically get ready, go. You push from one side to the other. Stuff falls off. You collect all the stuff that falls off. You can use that stuff then to pay for your special power. And the interesting thing is you're not choosing your special power or a regular push, you are able to do your special power before or after your regular push. So you're essentially getting an extra move, and you can really lay it on if you really play your cards right in that sense, metaphorically speaking. It's very straightforward. Like I said, you knock them out, you win. It's not super complicated. But what it is it looks like a lot of fun. They take beetles that are real. So if you are a big fan of the other huge animal kingdom wonder hit of the last year and a half, Wingspan, they have done their research in that sense as far as I can tell. I'm not a big bug person at all, so I can't speak to that, but I have heard of most of these. So you've got your Japanese rhinoceros beetle, your giant stag beetle, your blister beetle. They've given them all unique names. So Hercules beetle is the pebble. So I'm assuming that you are using the name, it's playing into how the special ability works. So you get to see it a little bit, everything there. They're going to reveal 2 more. You're going to get 2 more as possible stretch goals. You're going to get another one in the expansion if you want, or another 2 or 3 in the expansion at least, or a couple. So you're going to get a bunch. I don't know. You're going to get a bunch. And so it's going to be worth it from that side of things. There's a couple preview videos out there, but this is clearly a game where, unlike the other game I just reviewed of Project L Finesse, this is not a game that has been widely exposed, that has everyone under the sun looking at it already. And that's another reason I think it deserves exposure, is because this looks like a quality product. And for quality products, I think they deserve that. And so whether or not you back it because it's for you or not, I think you should take a look if you like this dexterity, sort of a little bit of abstractish game. And this guy, if you know him, Kwanchai Moria, he does art all over the board game scene. And again, he hits it out of the park with this. That's the first thing that caught my eye to begin with. And that's always a good sign. I never, if you know me, if you've watched my other videos, I do not back games on artwork alone. In fact, the gameplay has to be there. If the gameplay isn't there, I will not back it no matter how pretty it is. So this is just the icing on the cake for me in that sense. And they go through, you're getting a price reduction. It's only 29 bucks. They say it's going to be 34. The expansion is going to be 15 at retail. I don't know if that's going to be worth it or not when it comes to if it goes to retail, but they also put this out there. It's not going to be in traditional distribution. And this seems to be the trend of things lately. A lot of other companies are going this route. And so it's very interesting to see even a smaller company like this is going the same route, like Serious Pulp has done, or Awakened Realms, or a lot of those other individual chip theory games where they're only selling it through themselves, unless you're going to order brick and mortar stores. You're going to be the local game store that gets it. And so from that side of things, I think you're probably going to be saving money, and it's going to be worth it. Because also the interesting thing to note down here, and they talk about their other games, like I mentioned, On Tour, QE, The Loot of Lima, all of those other games you can add as add-ons. But I think the other nice thing on the bottom of this is the shipping. $4 in the US. $4. So if my pledge of $44 is going to be $48, shipping, if you can't get this from one of the online big distributors with your free shipping of 100, 125, whatever it is, it's going to cost you extra from that side of things to pick it up at retail. So is it worth it when you throw the shipping in? Absolutely. So that's another reason that I would take a look at this. Again, it's not the most complicated game out there. It's not the most deep game out there. But if you like this sort of game, I think this stands out from the rest and stands out from the crowd. And as you can see, I'm putting my money where my mouth is. And I think you should too if you like this sort of thing. This is the sort of thing that Kickstarter is made for, because this might not get published elsewhere. So take a look at it. Back it if it's for you. It's only going to get better from here as the campaign goes on. I can't wait to see what else is revealed. So that's it. Is it worth it? Tonight's opinion? Absolutely. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share it with your friends. I'll see you next time. Stay classy.